The last signal of 1999 and the final winter of 1999, the town of Greybridge felt like it was holding its breath. Snow covered the streets in uneven patches, and old televisions in shop windows repeated the same news. Y2K preparations underway. People feared computers would fail, planes would fall, and time itself might break at midnight. But in Greybridge, something far stranger was already happening, something no one talked about out loud. 1. The disappearance. On December 12, 1999, Evan Hawley, a 19-year-old radio enthusiast, vanished. Evan wasn't popular, but everyone knew him. Every night at exactly 11:47 p.m., his voice filled the town through an illegal shortwave broadcast known as Channel 1999. He never played music-only strange recordings. Static layered with whispers, distorted interviews, and messages that sounded like they were recorded decades ago. The night Evan disappeared. His final broadcast ended with a sentence that chilled anyone listening. If you hear this, it's already too late for me. The signal cut to static. Evan never came home. 2. The tape 3 days later, Lena Moore, a journalism student home for winter break, found a cassette tape slipped under her door. No name, no explanation. Just one word written in black marker, play. Lena recognized Evan's handwriting instantly. That night, she put the tape into her old Walkman. At first, there was nothing, just static. Then Evan's voice emerged, shaky and quiet. They started talking back. He explained that while experimenting with old radio frequencies, he found a signal buried beneath static one that responded to him. Not like a person, but like an echo that knew things. Names, dates, deaths that hadn't happened yet. Then came a sound Lena couldn't explain, breathing. Slow and rhythmic, as if someone stood inches from the microphone. The tape ended with Evan whispering. They lived between seconds. 3. The forgotten room, Lena went to Evan's house. His parents sat in silence, staring at a turned-off television. They didn't stop her as she went to Evan's room. The room smelled of dust and overheated electronics. Radios stacked on shelves. Wires tangled like veins. On the wall, written over and over, 1999 doesn't end behind his desk. Lena noticed something wrong. The wall sounded hollow. She pushed. A hidden door opened. Inside was a narrow room no one remembered building. In the center sat an old reel-to-reel recorder, still running, though unplugged. The tape spun endlessly, and from the machine came a familiar sound. Lena's own breathing. 4. The broadcast at 11:47 p.m. that night, every radio in Greybridge turned on. Cars, homes, police stations, hospitals. Channel 1999 was broadcasting again, but it wasn't Evan. The voice spoke calmly, without emotion. The year was never meant to change. Midnight is a door. Some of you already stepped through. People across town reported seeing streets repeating themselves. Clocks freezing at 11:59, reflections moving independently. Lena ran back to Evan's room. The reel-to-reel recorder now displayed a label that hadn't been there before. Greybridge, December 31st, 1999, she finally understood. Evan hadn't been broadcasting from the future. He was broadcasting from the moment time broke. 5. Midnight as December 31st arrived, the town gathered in fear. Not celebration, no fireworks, no countdown. Only radios humming with static. At 11:59 p.m., the broadcast returned one last time. evansvoiceclear.com. If you're hearing this, don't try to stop it. We already did. This is the loop we saved you with. The clocks hit midnight. Nothing happened. No blackout. No chaos. Just silence. 6. After on January 1st, 2000, the world moved on. Greybridge did not. Calendars refused to change. Newspapers printed the same date every morning. People aged, but slowly and naturally. And every night at 11:47 p.m., Channel 1999 still broadcasts. Sometimes it plays old recordings, sometimes whispers, sometimes new voices. People who listen too closely begin to disappear. Their rooms are always found with a radio still on. And somewhere between seconds, the year 1999 is still waiting.